Greetings, everyone. Welcome back. Vorm here. Let's play some more Heads Will Roll Reforged. All right, so as last time, I have done a run or two off camera to advance our profile a little bit. I did manage in one of them to get a teeny bit further than I had been before, so that one scored quite a few points. We've jumped up to level 45 on the profile now. If this is the first time watching this game, it's a roguelike when you play the Heads Will Roll difficulty here. And each run, when you complete it, you earn points towards your profile, which then lets you build a stronger character to start the next run. So it's the fail-forward mechanic for roguelikes. So we've been doing that off and on. I've done some of it on camera, some of it off camera, just to cut down on the repeats that you guys have to watch. But we're making progress. So level 45, we've got 860 generation points. We're finally getting to the point where we can actually create, I don't know just how far the game goes, but definitely much better characters than we could get from random, which is how we had to start. And yeah, we can make some interesting decisions now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the character gen. All to max, please. Nope. And definitely not. And let's start with 3 there. I'm going to back a few of these down a bit, so I need some points for some other things. Excuse me. All right, so we'll try 5s in the primary stats. 3 for craftsmanship, which I'll almost immediately jump up to a 6. Melee weapons, 3 to start. That leaves us 460 points for stuff. Let's go buy stuff real quick, and then we'll adjust a few things for our final tally. So for weapons, I'm sticking with the axes still, but we're going to get better quality axes. We've got the Danish axe available now. That's the two-hander, though. I don't want the two-handers back the other way. That's pole arms at the end. All right, that's what we're looking for right now. So the highest one-hand axe we've unlocked now, and we'll unlock another one at 60, but the highest one-hand axe now is the spiked axe, which gives us an additional ability on the combat side. We can try to puncture them with the spike end. But it's 9, 11, 16. 9 damage for 11 stamina and 16 stamina. Still length 1. Gives us a few prestige points, though. Ideally, we want to start with 15 prestige points. That will let us immediately start talking to the lady doc and start getting our rep up with her. But it's got a strength 7 requirement, so I might need to juggle things a little bit to handle that. Well, it'll let me buy it, but I got to be careful about being able to use it. So 7 and 4 is what we need to use that. We'll make that adjustment. Next up, shields. Again, best shield we've got access to for 100 points. 50, 75. So 75% of the time, it will trigger a block, and it has 50 durability. Requirements are no problem. We do take a pretty big hit in agility and coordination, but again, it does have prestige. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I might change my mind on it. We're running out of points pretty quick with those 2 picks. We do need a pouch. For the pouch, I'm just going to take the cheapest one. 3 is enough initially for some water and wine. That one, no prestige. That one's got 5 prestige as well, the utility belt, but it's another 80. I don't know if I can fit that in. I'll keep it in mind if we have any other leftover points when I finish everything else. So, next up, trinkets. I'm still really liking the blackjack. So we're going to buy the blackjack. We're down to 110 points left if I don't pull points from anywhere. And then, what was the other one I started wanting to use? We got quite a few interesting things opening up now. I don't remember. I don't think I've seen that one since I last looked. Chance to successfully perform any shield actions. Ooh, plus 15. Shield coverage is plus 10. Nice. 150, though. Ouch. That's a bit much. I think I also had picked up my last run, the Skull Ring Shield Breaker. No, that's not the one. This one right here, the Broken Shield Pendant. Damage dealt to shields plus 20. With that axe we have and this, we can one-shot a lot of the minor shields, the early shields, instead of having to take a couple of swings. So let's go with that. 45 points left. So we've got 2 of the 3 trinket slots. We don't have any armor yet. No armor at all. I would like probably the Gambison. We're 5 points shy on the Gambison. Let's drop vitality by 1. And so 55. 65 for the leather. If I drop 1 more point, we could pick up the leather. What is it? 70 and 30 coverage for 4 and 5. So the Gambison protects more, but I think the leather has, leather has prestige, but it's not enough. I need 5 points to get me to the 15 value, but this other stuff is costing too much. There's prestige 5 with 90-25. But I'd have to give up quite a few points. I could drop 1 level of weapon mastery. So if we drop that back down to a 2, we'd have 95. 95. Dang it. Nah, let's keep that. We'll drop 1 more of the craftsmanship. All right. So weapon, armor, shield, pouch, 2 trinkets. I think that's what we'll go for. I'm a little light. I was wishing I could hold the melee 3. And craftsmanship I'm not as worried about, but I was really hoping to hold on to the melee 3. All right. So, no consumables. Everything else we're ready for. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go with this. We're still going to be starting at 0 virtue. Proceed. Yep, skip all that stuff. Give me my money. There we go. Got our 55 florins. Okay. So, now it's been a couple of days. Now I got to remember all of the the chapter-by-chapter events that we need to keep an eye on. So Bartholomew is going to show up midway through our time frame to do the quest run. On the tower, we've got 7 and 4. I'd like 1 more point of agility, and we should. It's not often that I fail either of the checks when we've got at least 5 and 5. So let's go ahead and pick up. We'll do training first, of course. We'll pick up the agility. And do I go for the craftsmanship or do we do the blacksmith? I could hold on the blacksmith until I'm ready to make sure I can pay for it. So we don't lose the opportunity. Do it early? Yeah, let's do it early. Camp activities. Socialize. Blacksmith. Oh, wait. Ah, crap. Well, now I didn't really want to. I guess I can wait to finish it. That was just the initial talk with him. So, oh yeah, I gotta equip my items. So, everything's equipped. Now we have our 15 prestige. Let's go ahead and go talk to the camp physician. We're going to say we're a knight in the Earl's service. We passed the check. Can now purchase various crafting recipes. Cost will depend on the state of your relationship. Medical items, antidotes, miscellaneous. The canteen. Oops. There's the potent medicine. Now we can just buy the potent medicine. Well, that would have made my life so much easier. Now I don't have to go crafting for it. I just got to make sure I have the cash on hand when it comes time. All right, great. So we've made progress there. Well, we haven't gotten any points from her yet. All right. Thought it would have gotten some points already. Let's see. So, yeah, we need cash before I try to do the blacksmith. So, we got a few options. We can do an early scavenge run. Let's finish doing trading actions first, or training. So we've lost our points because of the equipment we put on. Let's get the agility and the coordination back up. I win more without any of that gambling equipment. Every run I've done since I stopped using the lucky dice and such, I haven't tracked it exactly, but it feels a lot like I'm winning more often without it than I ever did with it. I won every single one of those. Every single one of those rolls. And then we'll see if the luck continues. Okay, back to training. I do need to get this up a bit. 6 is the target number. But I want to make sure I get these done first. Cannot increase this attribute anymore at this point. Well, that sucks. We might actually fail the agility roll on the tower challenge. Can't do that one either. Still haven't lost one. So ridiculous. Okay, so, my options are now, I can do weapons training. I can still do strength, vitality, and such, and I can do weapons training. Let's get up to 3. I think Bartholomew will show up. There, we finally lost. It came out about equal. There's Bartholomew. Agree. Quest, travel, watchtower. We made it in. We got the cleaver for 30, the short pike for 40, a good backup shield, and a hat. A good hat. Inventory. Put on the hat. Backup shield. We're going to try hard not to lose this shield. We'll have to spend some money to repair it semi-regularly so we don't lose it. These other things we can get rid of. But I'll keep the wooden shield as a backup probably. Stuff it in that box once we get it. Got to get out of here successfully, though. But this is the strength check, which we should be fine on. Yeah. All right, we're out. So, first quest complete. We got a little bit of training time left. Let's go ahead and go trade. Sell the pike and the cleaver. Commoner's belt. Yes, I would like the commoner's belt. Thank you very much. Bye. Inventory. There's our third trinket. Would have been nice to hold on to the cash a little longer. I do need to start making sure I carry a bandage and a couple of water / whatever. I would rather have canteens or such, but yeah, I don't have the money for that stuff right now. Let's see. Do we do... Now, I got to make sure I don't do the blacksmith right now. It'll cost me 30 to buy the box, leaving me almost nothing. I don't want to get into the problem I had last time where I couldn't gamble at all. So I guess it's back to more training. Might have time to do another weapon practice. Or we can do... I think we'll be fine with what we've got for going into this first fight. Let's go ahead and get Craftsman up. Wow. Really? Just that? And it maxed out my bar? That kind of surprises me. What the hell's up with that? All right, perfect timing. Proceed. Send me to the fight. Nope. Okay, who'd we get? 3-5-3-2 with 10 stamina recovery, no armor, one-handed axe, and a shield. All right. Do we go for the long game on just the first guy, or do I smash his face, get the second guy, and smash him down too? We got like 800 generation points now. I've done like 2 runs off camera to improve the profile, one of which got a little tiny bit farther than I've been before, so we scored quite a bit of upgrade points from that one. So yeah, but we're getting to the point where the character build is getting strong-ish for the early game that we've seen so far. I'm sure I'm just going to get smashed down by some odd combination of enemies and bad die rolls. But at least we got more interesting starting positions. All right. Smash his shield apart or shield bash him. Shield bash is at 77 with offensive stance. We split shield 66, and we're running this, and the shield's only got 25, so we absolutely would destroy the shield on a successful hit. Or do I feint him in the first round? Oh, the spike stab. This is the other option we have with this particular one-handed axe now. Spike stab increases chances to bypass enemy armor, but lowers damage by 50% and applies bleed. So high chance to bypass the armor rating. So when I select it for the strike and it shows a to hit number and an armor pen number, if the hit number's good, I can still take the shot. I'll do less damage, but when the blow lands, it'll avoid some of the armor and it'll inflict bleed. So it seems like a pretty cool trade-off. 16 stamina is a bit much, but, depending on who you're fighting. This guy has no armor to speak of, so I'm not really going to need to use it. It's really just down to, do I feint, shield bash, or try to destroy his shield? We're on 67% for a skill feint, with me on offensive stance. I think I'm going to go for the traditional shield bash in defensive stance, because he's going to get a pretty good swing at me in this first round. So I'll take a 77% shield bash, but stay in defense. I think that's probably the best way to go. Success. Drained 15 of his points. And now he's down low. Now, do we take advantage or do we play the refresh game? Let's get back into offense. He's definitely going to have to recover. Let's now try to split his shield. Oh, yeah. Goodbye, shield. Shield broken. He has to recover. We have to recover. Hey, we got respite, even though we didn't do actual hit point damage. Well, that's fine. Defense. Yeah, let's just recover a couple times. We'll wait for him to take his next swing before we do it. Oh, he's coming in early, is he? You are tempting me, sir. What's the overhead neck strike looking like? Not good enough. Not quite yet. Head's looking pretty good, but I'm gonna not hurry things along. Let's stay defensive and recover again. We'll get him next round. I want to get a recover into full bar and then respite once or twice. All right, he's probably going to swing on this next one. So we'll just get a respite in now that we've got our stamina up. Oh, he recovered again. Well, he's definitely going this next turn. Come on, buddy. Check feinted me. Bastard. Oh, and I've also learned the value of the blackjack and the other items that have a chance of stunning. The big deal there is while stunned, you basically have a 100% chance to hit. So if you time it right on the right opponents, you can stun them. And it'll use a fair bit of your stamina, but if you can follow it up that next round with like a neck strike, you can really, really put some hurt on somebody. So that's kind of the big deal about the stun items. The only problem is, what kind of armor they've got. Like the blackjack. The last couple of times I wanted to use the blackjack on somebody, they've had a fancy helmet that had like a 80% block chance, so my stun wouldn't happen. But yeah, so I really see the value of the stun option now in certain circumstances to get things moving. All right, we've got him winded too. He's low stamina. We're high stamina. I would love to get my respite, my fatigue down again, but I need some respite, so we're gonna have to go with an attack. He's gonna have to recover. Do we go a light chop, save our stamina, or overhead strike? 83, 100, huh? Round 9. I'm going to try to stay as fresh as I can. I'm not going to go for killing both guys. I'm going to just try to light chop this guy to death while I do maximum amount of respiting to keep me fresh for the back end of the fights to see if we can help rescue the prince and such. So let's just do a simple limb chop. Just need to get me some respite points. Back to defense, and we'll recover 1, respite 2. Tired 3, heading into 4. If we get a successful chop in, we'll probably jump up again. Another 20 fatigue and broke his leg. Oh, my shield. My beautiful shield. Back to defense. Only 1 respite point off of that, huh? Recover first. Yeah, I'm going to have a hard time holding on to this fatigue no matter what I do. I just can't attack enough to build up the respite points without killing the guy. I don't want to kill the guy. So it's an odd balancing act. And I can't gain respite points anyway except by building fatigue. He is now last legs. Quickly going to hit to exhausted status. I'm going to let him attack again before I go again. Let's just recover, get our full bar. As close as we can. Oh, I got the timidity hit already. Damn it. I thought it would take another round or two. He did not swing. How about a balanced chop? Just another limb strike, please. All right, that gives us 1 more hit on him before he goes down. We're going to get hit with that -1 at least 1 more time. Rounds aren't quite going to work out the way I was hoping. Oh, that's right. I'm at full stamina. Crap. Guess we will shield block him. Shield bash him, that is. Yeah, he's totally exhausted. Yeah. All right, round 24. If I kill him this round, the replacement's going to get 1 swing on me, and he's going to be full durability or full stamina, no fatigue. We're likely to either take a hit or get my shield hit, one or the other. I need to stay defensive. We got a good opportunity to kill the guy. I don't want to not take the opportunity, but we'll just do a simple chop to the limbs. I think we'll get, we'll do a body shot. We'll do a headshot. We want to make sure he dies. All right, then we're going to hope that this guy misses. Cool. That's what we needed. Okay. And then I can just respite for this last one. Get back some of my fatigue. And off we go. Now the decision that I dread. If I really want to help with the prince, we should rest and recover fatigue. But I really need cash to get some things done. So searching the body is high on my list for that reason, to get some gear. The last couple times I've done this, though, the loot's been pretty poor. We've gotten like 30 or 40 value. It's been some pretty minor items. I think I'm going to try the rest and recover option this time through. All right, I don't have any items that I need to swap around. Shield is damaged, but still better than the other one. Yeah, I just wish I'd been able to come in with some water or some wine. All right, proceed. Yeah, Prince is in trouble. Do you want to go with the Earl? Yes, yes, I do. Rep increase. Bartholomew's on the way. Okay. Well, 2-on-1, huh? In our favor. Okay. He's pretty well equipped. 50% coverage for 12 armor. That is a lot of armor. Gambison, like me, also good armor for torso especially, and limbs. Neck is his only real open slot. And it's hard to get a good hit number on the neck. And he's using a one-handed soldier's axe, but no shield. And weapon skill 7. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. Ouch. Yeah, that's not good. And we're coming in. Oh, that's right. We got our fatigue almost completely refreshed. That part's good. Okay. What kind of shield bash number do we have? Ooh, 91. I'm not even going to look at the other stuff. That's a good number. Wait, what? Yeah, defensive. All right, attack. Nope, not split shield. Shield bash. Okay, good start. I think I just might go for another shield bash. Knocked down and stunned. There's the ally going for the proper hit. As soon as he saw the stun, he went for the neck strike. 13. I think that's enough for me to get a basic attack. Yeah, that's 16. That's 11. We can get a neck chop in. 1 friggin' hit point. 1 hit point. And we are wounded 2. All right, we got to go back to defensive. I got to recover. I can't do anything. 1 hit point. So close. Yeah, timing that so you can get the stun in and be able to get a good solid neck strike in. Super important, I've found. We got to keep recovering. Failed recoveries. Allies not doing nothing. Not doing nothing. Something wrong with that sentence. Okay. Do we go for the hit? I think I'm going to stay defensive. I think this is the only fight we have. Is this the one where the knight comes out after? I can't remember if this is the knight one or if it's the next one. What do my numbers look like if we just do a simple chop? Not great. Need you to use some of that stamina. Guy just misses. All right, let's go for it. 95, 100. That's what we're going for. All right, we just dipped into the winded category. Man, I would absolutely take rest if I had a water bottle with me. Second opportunity to loot. I think that knight's going to take me apart. I don't remember if I've ever actually challenged the knight. Nope, no knight. We're out. I think it's the next chapter that the knight shows up. All right. Got some florins. Unfortunately, we got no items, no gear, no inventory. Train, rest. Oh, we're fully rested. I should have taken the loot on that last one. Screwed that up. We passed up the opportunity for some loot. $151. I think we finished this up. Let's get the forge work done. 1, 2, 3. Socialize, blacksmith. Price. Buy the chest. Back. Character. Inventory. Unequip the shield. Back to the blacksmith. Repair equipment. Shield. Yes. A lot of clicking to get that done. All right, there we go. Everything's back to pristine condition. I'm pretty happy with my trinket set. I would like to get neck protection next. And then make sure we can get some water and or wine. Now this is the one where we're going to have a few different quests happen, including Bartholomew needing the potion. So let's grab up the stuff we need for that. Trade. I can hold off on all that. We're going to need a wine. Healing herbs and poisonous plant. And give me the 2 canteens. Oof, we are poor. We might have a problem if I get unlucky with the gambling. As usual, you're leaving stuff out, extreme entropy. I'm aware I can make that stuff. I also need recipes, I need skill levels, I need tools. We'll get there, don't worry. I probably already have the recipe because of the skill I've got that we started with. But yeah, we need the sewing kit and the leather. I'm aware. I'm trying to keep things a little simple for the moment. We'll jump into the trade stuff as soon as I get a few other things accomplished. No quest yet. We'll get that done. All right, let's go talk to Bartholomew. Get that thing started. What's new, buddy? Agree. Bartholomew. Ingredients. Kind of remember all this meta progression stuff is, I won't call it fun. All right, so we're done there. We've got the blacksmiths done. Don't need the sergeant of the earl at the moment. We got to get rid of some. This is where we might have a problem. We won, then we lost, then we lost. Then we lost more, and I'm about out of money. I have 8. Yep. Yep, that's a problem. Might have to sell that shield, since I'm insisting on keeping that other one in good shape. Sell it or not? Do we do a scavenging run? I've got no items that'll help me with the scavenging. We don't have the wanted poster yet. We haven't gotten the In Vino Veritas mission so that we can meet the other NPC and get the poster yet. So let's train until that fires off, and then we'll go get the poster, and then we'll do the scavenge. Hopefully, if we can time that all right. So, training. Still low agility and coordination. I'm not happy with that. So... all right, there's the mission. I can't afford to gamble right now. I have to do it the other way. Yeesh, it's terrible. All right, let's go ahead and do the quest. Travel. Okay. Good thing this only costs 1. Now the problem is it requires a slot. It's a trinket slot. I think, if anything, it's going to be this one, my shield one. So unequip, equip, back. Camp activities, socialize, Bartholomew. Okay, we got a lower jacket worth 125. 4 vitality, 2 prestige, prevents injuries from attacks where at least partially blocked. Scabbard, 35, and poor man's pouch, 4 item capacity. Alright, so we can swap that out. Scabbard, I'm not super excited about. Other than, I think it counts. Whatever you sheath in the scabbard, if it's like prestige, it's got a prestige bonus, you'll still get that bonus. So I'm torn on that one. The lower jacket is a trinket item. So I'm going to sell it. I mean, it's nice, and it's probably really good to have in some ways, but with what I'm currently trying to figure out, I'm gonna sell that. So back, proceed. And I don't want to trade with you right now. The gambling. I haven't sold anything yet, so I don't have the money to hand him. Yeah. Trade. I think I am going to sell the shield. Or not. Only 21. Scabbard's definitely going. Coin pouch is going. And I got to sell this thing too. Gets me up to 72. Screw it. All right, we're keeping the pendant. Light helm. We already have a good helm. The rabbit's foot showed up, huh? All right, where are we? I need 1 more point of craftsmanship. That's where I'll be happy. How many runs in is this? I haven't been counting. I'm not sure. We've got 800 and change character gen points. I forget what profile level it said. You can scroll back to the beginning of the stream and it'll show you when I started. What I've been doing is doing a live stream, which is usually, sometimes the runs end fast and I do multiple, but it's at most 2, maybe 3 at the outside per stream. And then in between streams, I've done 1 or 2 runs off camera to advance the profile a bit. So you guys wouldn't have to watch as many repeats. We're finally to the point where we can actually start building characters with specific themes and different build types and get past the early stuff a lot easier. Let's see. I'm kind of happy with my strength there at the moment. Would like coordination and endurance up to a 6 if I can manage it. And we're a couple levels behind where I want to be in melee weapons. No talents yet. Do I give him money? I don't know if luck for me translates to Bartholomew's die roll for the merchant or the gambling when you hand him money. I handed him 100 last time and he failed and he handed me back like 45. The time before that, he won when I give him, I think, 50. So I don't know just how variable it is or if there's any way you can influence that particular event. I think with the money I've got currently, we're at what? 2 canteens, I think, in the inventory. I got 2 slots. I'd like to get a bandage in and I think a wine in. So let's go talk to the physician. Oh yeah, we went and helped rescue the prince. So we can get this advanced a little bit. There's the 15 improvement. Bring the prices down on what I'm about to spend. Anything we can talk about specifically? Oh, yeah, this is the thief one. So for this one, I'm going to take away what he stole and kick him out empty-handed. But then I'm going to lie to her about the reasoning for it. Virtue decrease. You save face in front of the girl, not safe from the pangs of conscience. Thank you, game, for dictating my conscience. I always appreciate the artificial morality of games. You shall feel sad because we say you feel sad. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right. Next up. So yeah, that should have helped a bit. Relationships. We're up to 30 all of a sudden. And 25. Look at that. Now, when we go buy stuff, we should get some cheaper prices, right? What did I buy before? Healing herbs? No, that looks the same. Doesn't look like that changed much. Well, give me a bandage. Not any of that this round. And oh yeah. What do we do here? I've got a bit of crafting skill. Let's try to do the engineer's one. Crafting check passed. More reputation. Let's go talk to Bartholomew. Blackjack, knives, gauntlets. I mean, leather bracers would get us some limb coverage in addition to what our Gambison is doing. Maybe. Trinket, I don't think I would be able to fit in well. Although agility, coordination, and endurance, that's 5 points for an 80 bucks in a trinket slot. Is that going to be worth more than a bonus 20 on breaking shields? A lot of the enemies I fight aren't going to have shields, so this is hit or miss. I could sell this to mostly cover the cost. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Let's go ahead and I can't sell to him. So I'm going to have 3 left over until I sell the other stuff. And that doesn't get me the thing that I actually was looking for. Yeah, let's do it anyway. Bye. Nope, I'm not going to give you the money for the gambling this time, Bartholomew. Okay, put the bandages away, and am I gonna go do the... I don't want to run myself down to 0. So we're not going to buy another drink. Let's go do the scavenging run. Where are we at in... we need to rest. Vitality increased. Okay. Travel, what do we got? I guess we could go do that real quick. Get that out of the way. And we're up to 61. Assassin's Crossbow. Okay, 31 left. And that fills us out pretty well inventory-wise. We've got 2 canteens, a wine bottle, and a bandage in our pouch, so we're geared up pretty good there. We're going to go scavenge and draw a bandit fight. Hopefully we don't get the bandit leader again. That was kind of rough last time. Not sure I would mind getting that fancy sword again. That was fun.